The Surfing Violinist presents the Holly Bolly One Take. Today, Khosla ka Ghosla. Khosla ka Ghosla is a character-rich ensemble comedy drama that still feels fresh almost 10 years later. It's a family comedy drama with elements of a heist movie, and as such we give it 4.5 out of 5 stars. When comparing Khosla ka Ghosla to films of a similar genre, we'd put it above Ocean's 12. Now, it may seem like an odd comparison at first, but Khosla ka Ghosla is at its heart a heist movie. The family concocts a plan to get the property and house that is rightfully theirs, and the film follows heist film conventions from that point on. Even with its enormous budget and 12 of the most famous people in the world, Ocean's 12 is an absolute masala mess, and I'd rather watch Khosla ka Ghosla any day of the week. We have not seen Special 26 yet, but we cannot think of another Hindi language movie that follows the heist genre that succeeds more than Khosla. In fact, I really cannot think of any movie that does what Khosla ka Ghosla does. It is such a unique interpretation of the heist film formula that I think it stands alone. For that reason, I'm saying that the film lives up to its genre goals to the same degree as two of the most loved comedy heist movies of all time, Ocean's 11 and The Sting. Now, this may seem overzealous, but I think it's fair. So rather than talk about what Khosla gets wrong today, I'm going to talk about what it does right. Number 1, the opening. This opening is a masterclass in screenwriting and execution, starting with the dream sequence that reveals the aging father's greatest fear while cranking up the irony to 11 with dry humor. The film follows the number 1 rule of cinema: show, don't tell. The first scenes move seamlessly from one to the next into the third scene, which is one of my favorite in any movie ever, the laughing yoga scene. Number 2, this shot. While the trope of Mahatma Gandhi on the back wall is often used to illustrate the irony of the violence on display in the government or police office in front of him, this particular execution is one of the best that I've personally seen. Number 3, actors acting as actors, acting as real people. I'm a big fan of acting as a subject of films, especially when characters are acting within the film to achieve an end other than entertainment. One of my favorite examples of this is in Tarantino's Reservoir Dogs, the bathroom scene. While there's nothing as layered as that scene in Khosla, it is fun seeing Naveen Nischol playing an acclaimed actor acting as a Dubai-based property holder. Parallels with Carl Reiner's role in Ocean's 11 are easy to spot here, and I think Naveen Nischol holds his own when comparing these two roles within roles. Number 4, the Anti-Godfather. The reason I like Khosla ka Ghosla so much is because it really is about a family finding a way to respect and honor a father who feels like he is forgotten and wonders if his years of work will amount to anything. Barbin the Boss's Cherry character is like the anti-Michael Corleone, wanting to leave the family for greener pastures elsewhere but gets dragged into the family drama. But unlike The Godfather, Cherry is doing this because it's the right thing to do. He's finding a third path between his dreams of upward mobility and his Indian heritage of honoring his parents, and this dilemma is solved in a cinematic and satisfying way.
यहाँ पेशाब करना मना है। कमाल है जी, यहाँ पेशाब थोड़ी करने आए हम। मैं भी नहीं जाऊंगा, कोई नहीं जाएगा।
On the Emoticon-o-meter, I give this film an XD, and when Melissa and I averaged our rankings together, it comes in 11th out of 30th in our Delhi Film Marathon. For me, this film was in my top 5 of the marathon. I love the way it captures Delhi. It's a funny film with one of the great Hindi language scripts of our era, and some of the most consistent performances across the board. It's a rewatchable film, and it is truly unique. What are your thoughts about Khosla ka Ghosla? Let us know in the comments, and let us know your least favorite and favorite films that were shot in Delhi or were about Delhi. Our top 10 countdown of favorite films shot in Delhi begins tomorrow, so don't forget to stop back by to see what film got 10th on our list. In the month of November, we will be releasing a review a day counting down the 30 films my wife and I watched that were shot in Delhi, culminating with the release of our American Indian episode celebrating Bollywood's cinematic love for Delhi, releasing publicly November 30th. Also check out my wife and I dancing and romancing to Anaz Chan Safarish with Violin by me. Please let us know what movies you'd like to see reviewed with our Holly Bolly Review One Take. This is the Surfing Violinist. Until next time, remember that not all films have the same goals, so give Bollywood films the benefit of the doubt before comparing them with Hollywood films. There are plenty of fantastic Indian films out there. Let's discover them and spread the word about them together.